guys, and welcome to my mid-year book freakout tag. Let's just get into it, shall we? Because there's a lot of questions. I'm really bad at answering questions, so you're supposed to pick like one book for each question, but because I can't decide, I pick like 3 or 4. So yeah. So the first question is, what is the best book you've read in 2017 so far? For me, that would have to be How to Stop Time by Matt Haig. And, see, I told you I wouldn't be able to answer questions properly. And also Paper Butterflies by Lisa Heathfield. If you want to check what this book is about, I do have reviews for both How to Stop Time and Paper Butterflies on my blog, which is the bibliophilegirluk.com. I'll put a link to both reviews in the description box below so you can just check them out really quickly. This book was just, it ruined my soul. It was just so emotional and beautifully written. This is the first book that I've ever read by Lisa Heathfield, and I'm definitely going to check out more of her books because it's such a good storyline and the ending will just rip you apart because you just don't see it coming. How to Stop Time, it's a really good book. I absolutely love it. At the time of filming, the book actually isn't out yet, and I'm going to see Matt Haig next week at Waterstones Birmingham for the book launch of How to Stop Time, and I can't wait to meet him because no, literally it's such a good book and I genuinely think that you should read it because it's just amazing. So the second question is, what has been your favourite sequel so far of the year? And that has to be Saga Volume 2. Now this is a graphic novel series, and I picked this because I actually haven't read that many sequels this year. I've just kind of been reading the first book in series. So I've probably read about 6-7 sequels, but this is the best by far. It is just absolutely amazing. If you don't know what the Saga series is about, it's about these 2 people, and they come from 2 different planets, and these planets are at war against each other, they hate each other, but these 2 characters, they fall in love and they're on the run from like assassins who want to kill them because, well, they're going against the laws, and to make things worse, they actually have a child together. So you know, but it's hilarious, it's violent, it's just absolutely amazing. The illustrations by Fiona Staples are just gorgeous. There are weird things, I don't know whether you can see that, but you know, it's really good, and there's some really weird looking characters, but it's just great. Third question is there a new release that you haven't read yet but really want to? And that is Want by Cindy Pon. Now, I have heard so many good things about this book, and it does look absolutely amazing. I mean, the front cover is gorgeous, the premise of the book sounds really good. I don't even own it, which is really sad. But maybe next month I'll get my hands on it. But yeah, I really do want to read that. Next question is, what is the most anticipated release for the second half of the year? And for this one, I have loads because I just couldn't pick. I mean, September itself is a massive month for new releases. I mean, there's so many just coming out in September. But I decided on Harry Potter and the Prisoner of Azkaban Illustrated Edition. That's coming out October 3rd, I think. Then we have Retribution Rails, which is the second book in the Vengeance Road series, and that's by Erin Bowman. I don't actually know when that's coming out. I think that's in November as well, but I'm not sure. The next book that I'm excited for is The Loneliest Girl in the Universe by Lauren James. I actually met Lauren James about 6-7 months ago at Waterstones Birmingham again, and she was signing copies of her last book, The Last Together. and she said that she was really excited for The Loneliest Girl in the Universe to come out because it just sounds so amazing. Can't wait, can't wait. I'm not actually sure when that comes out. I think that's one of the ones that comes out in September, but I'll let you know. The last one that I'm excited for is Witchwood by Tahara Mafi. I think this is a Persian fantasy, but it's a middle grade fantasy novel and it comes out in September. I know there was ARCs given away at BEA and BookCon, but unfortunately I live in the UK and I don't have money to go to America for a book festival, so unfortunately I have to wait till September to read it, but I really cannot wait because it's going to be so good. Next question is, what is your biggest disappointment so far? And for this I have to say Sad Girls by Lang Leave. I remember when I was a big Tumblr person, and every time I used to go on Tumblr there used to be excerpts from poems that Lang Leave had written, and I used to think they were so good. And so when I heard that she had a novel coming out, I got so excited, and I was offered an arc of it, so I read it pretty much straight away. I finished the book and I was like, oh, because it was just so problematic. I'm not going to get into that now, but I do have a review on my blog, so I'll put the link in the description box below to that. Next question is my biggest surprise so far, and that has got to be Caraval by Stephanie Garber. I don't like carnival circus books. I'm not a big fan. I just think they can be really boring. This came with one of the Fairy Loot boxes, and I wanted to read it anyway because I thought it sounded really interesting, and I picked it up. I read it in a few hours and oh my god, this is absolutely amazing. It's about these two sisters and they really want to go to this moving carnival, but they never get the chance because they have like an abusive father. But one year they get sent invitations to go, and as soon as they arrive, one of the sisters goes missing. So it's all up to the other sister to find out what's going on, and she navigates the carnival and all of its like mysterious passageways, and she finds out that it's just a massive game, and it's scary, it's mysterious, it's just amazing. And the hardcover copies, if you don't know this already, this is the UK edition by the way, the hardcover copies have different gold foil embellishments on the front. So I have the rose, and can you see the shininess of the gold foil? It's absolutely gorgeous. I think there's 4 or 5 different designs, but I was lucky actually because I wanted to get the rose one anyway, and when I got that in Fairy Loot I was like, yes, so exciting. And I do have a review for Caraval on my blog as well, so I'll leave a link to that in the description box below. And I actually did get to meet Stephanie Garber again at Waterstones Birmingham, and I had a photo op with her and she signed my book, so that's just cherry on the top of the cake. The next question, what is your favourite new to you or debut author? Now, a lot of authors are new to me because I'm one of those people who still haven't gotten around to reading like really popular series. But for me, this one has to be Renee Ardier. I was lucky enough to receive an ARC, A Flame in the Mist, and I absolutely loved it. And then I got a copy of a Fairy Loot, so I have an ARC and I got a finished copy. But this is so good. It's a feudal retelling of Mulan. There's a strong female protagonist, there's a great romance, there's action, there's fighting, there's blood, there's mystery. I loved it that much that I decided to pick up The Wrath and the Dawn by Renee Ahdieh and the sequel, The Rose and the Dagger. Next question is, what is your favourite fictional crush from this year? I haven't actually read a book so far that I'm like swooning over one of the characters. So I changed this question to, what is your favourite OTP of this year? And that is Dimple and Rishi from When Dimple Met Rishi. These guys are just so cute together. I mean, they have such amazing chemistry, and just the banter is crazy between them, because Dimple's like this headstrong female. Next question is, what is your new favourite character? And that has to be Min from Nemesis. This Nemesis is such a good book. Min is just so strong, and she doesn't want to sit back and just watch everything implode on her. She goes out and she wants to find answers. She's just amazing. I instantly fell in love with her, and I can't wait to read more about her in the second book, which is Genesis, I believe. And I'm not actually sure when that's coming out. I think it's next year. Next question is a book that made you cry, and this has got to be Letters to Eloise by Emily Williams. It is about a girl who is in university and she becomes pregnant, and it's about her journey through this pregnancy and what she goes through. It wasn't even one little tear, it was a gush. And I actually emailed the author and I told her as soon as I finished it, and I said, this book made me cry so much, I have no idea what to do with myself now. And I was literally just sat on my bed with mascara lines down my face. It wasn't pretty. It was just really hard hitting and emotional. Next question is a book that made you happy. When Dimple Met Rishi by Sanjay Menon. Again, this just made me happy because it's just so damn cute and adorable. There's just some amazing, hilarious moments in here where I actually laughed out loud, and that does not happen often when I'm reading. So it does take very funny moments for me to actually laugh out loud, and this was one of the books. I think within the first 2 chapters I was laughing. The next question is, what is your favourite book to movie or TV adaptation that you've seen so far? 2017 actually hasn't had that many adaptations. I mean, of course, there's the Shadowhunter TV series, which is on its 2nd season. Well, it's just finished its 2nd season. There's 13 Reasons Why, which I really didn't like at all. So I can't really think of an adaptation that I've seen and enjoyed. So I'm going to go for what adaptation I'm looking forward to in 2017, and that is the Dark Tower film. It's based on the Gunslinger series by Stephen King. Idris Elba is the main character of the film, so I am very, very excited for that to come out. I think it comes out in August. I'm not sure, but I think it is August. And the next question is, what is your favourite post that you have written so far this year? Monthly releases that I'm looking forward to. I've been doing unboxings. I've been doing more book tags. So my blog isn't just focused on reviews, there's more variety now. And I've also been writing a few mental health posts because I suffer with mental health. I will openly say that. I've got no reason to be ashamed of it. And yeah, I just thought, you know what, I'm going to write a few posts on it, share my view of it with everyone, on my journey, and that's what I did. And to be honest, it was nice to write something different, and just to share a little bit more of myself, I guess, with people, because when you're blogging, not many people know what you look like or who you are because, well, you're behind a computer screen. So I thought I'd just give a little bit of myself when I was writing the mental health posts. So yeah, I guess those. And the next question is, what is the most beautiful book you have brought so far this year? First one that comes to mind is Strange the Dreamer, the UK edition by Laini Taylor. I received this in one of the Fairy Loot boxes, but again, I was going to buy it anyway. This, look at it, it is absolutely gorgeous with the blue sprayed pages, the gold foil on the front. On the back you've got the same design as the front, but it's like a galaxy, so it's like pink and blue and purple. And I was lucky enough to meet Laini Taylor at a Waterstones event in Birmingham. The Strange the Dreamer book was already signed when it came in with Fairy Loot, so I took my Lips Touched 3 Times book and Daughters of Smoke and Bone book, and I got those signed. I had a photo took with her. It was amazing to see her. She's such a lovely woman. This is a beautiful book, but I have one more. Because I couldn't choose between these two, so yeah. Next one is The 1000th Floor by Catherine McGee. The paperback version of this is just disgusting. I absolutely hated the paperback version, and it's so simple, with just the building in the middle and the really cursive font, but it's just absolutely gorgeous. And the spine has the building on the side. The end pages are just gold drawings, and I think that is amazing. When it's naked, it has the 1000th floor engraved on the front. They're my babies. I love them. And the final question is, what are the 5 books that you want to read by the end of the year? It was hard to narrow it down to 5 because I want to read about 1 billion. Because my TBR pile is like up here. But I did narrow it down to 5 that I really do want to read. And that they are Nevernight by J. Kristoff. The next book is Homegoing by Gayasi. I'm so sorry if I butchered that name. I can't pronounce it. Gayasi. I'm not going to say it anymore because I'm just going to dig myself a deeper hole. But this is another book that I really want to read. Looking forward to reading this one. Ow, I just whacked myself in the face with the book. Ow. The next book is one that I've been wanting to be reading for so long, and that is Horror Store by Grady Hendrix. The best way to describe what this book is about is it's a horror story set in IKEA. Yeah, except it doesn't actually specify that it's IKEA, but you can kind of tell that that's what he was getting at because it's got furniture with Swedish names. The 4th book that I want to read is The Female of the Species by Minda McGuinness. From what I can gather, this book centres around rape culture. This is one that I'll definitely be reading very, very soon. And the last book that I want to read before 2017 comes to a close is The Ship of Theseus by J.J. Abrams and Doug Dorst. This is just beautiful. I'm thinking this is a really good book that I really want to get into because I love J.J. Abrams. So there we have it. That was my mid-year freak out book tag. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, give it a big thumbs up. If you've got any questions, then leave a comment in the comment box below and give my channel a subscribe because I am still in my early stages of BookTube. I am loving it so far, although editing does take a very long time. If you want to see reviews for any of the books that I have shown you, they will be in the description box below because I have the reviews on my blog, not on YouTube, on my blog. I'm using 2 platforms. Thank you for watching and I'll see you next time.